BambuLab announced several updates on their firmware, on their slicer, in their handy app, several things. But as a user, what can you do? Well, in this video, I'm going to give you some choices where you can choose from. So let's get right in. Hey, Zachary, and welcome to this video. Yeah, 2 weeks ago I did a video about installing the Panda Touch to my BambuLab P1S, and people are saying in the comments like, oh, well on time, because BambuLab is going to do some firmware updates, some updates on their slicer, and also the Bambu Handy. I was reading all those comments and also saw the Twitter post and also the whole blog on BambuLabs, and it kept me thinking like, okay, what next? How does my P1S looks from the inside? Therefore, I made that video to investigate what my possibilities are if I'm maybe possible to change out the boards. Would that be a thing that I can do? Is it not that hard to do? Or is it going to be a big challenge? Is it going to work with my AMS? Is it going to work with the other things inside of the 3D printer? Is it also easy to replicate for others that are watching the video? Well, I do have some technical knowledge. I could make those kind of videos. I also was in contact with Big 3 Tech and also, investigating what my possibilities are. There are some options. I've got in total 3 options that you as a user can also think about. So let's talk about those 3 options. Option number 1. I call this stay. If you're a normal user and you are very happy with your BambuLab 3D printer, you're getting amazing prints out of it, or you're running a print farm and you are constantly using their printers in big quantities. I have only one BambuLab 3D printer and I'm cool with that, but there are several other printers that I have just one of. I'm looking to some printers that I do have multiple of. So you can stay, meaning that you are going to do the firmware updates, the 1.08 and further, updating your Bambu Studio slicer and also even the handy app, and you keep using the software, the firmware, the printers, everything within their ecosystem. And I believe, in all honesty, that BambuLabs is going maybe the route of Apple, having a consumer-based product. Me, for 6 years within 3D printing, I do like to tinker on my 3D printers, not only changing the nozzle and the hot end and some controller boards, but also doing some other things with my printers because I like it. But there are a lot of users, and I do love you because you are amazing with the things that you do with your 3D printers, making amazing models, making amazing product, making some cool toys for kids, making them happy. If you are very fine with all the things that BambuLabs is doing, completely fine. I'm not going to judge anybody, I'm not planning to do that, but think about what they might do afterwards. Are they going to exclude products? They are going to do some things that you cannot upgrade it with a different screen like I did. Filament or hot ends. There are several brands, I did see that also in the blog post, that they allowed some products that can be replaced within the 3D printer, and that's totally fine. But I hope that they are not going to close it for filaments. For example, that your warranty is going to get void if the printer breaks when using filament, because they are using on their spools of filament RFID tags. And I hope that you can still keep using normal filaments from Polymaker, Prussiament, Airy One, or different other filament brands, Cookie Cat maybe as well. I hope that all brands of filaments are being accepted. And then you as a normal consumer or maybe a print farm owner can keep using them. So stay. Doing the upgrades, doing the firmware upgrades, doing the things that you are used to, now fine. Option number 2, the other side of the spectrum, going off the Bambu cloud and choosing for LAN mode only. Within the menu for your Wi-Fi network, if you click a little bit further, you will see there is an option to LAN mode only. If you click that, then it is going to be disconnected from Bambu Cloud. That means that you are not going to send it over from Bambu Studio to the printer. Now the thing is, for all the time that I was using my BambuLab P1S, I was using Bambu Studio, and then rarely occasion I was using Orca Slicer. But having Orca Slicer, I was like, okay, so I wrote down the access code. There's a 6-7 digit number that you have to write down, because it can happen, it happened to me 2 or 3 times when using Orca Slicer, if I wanted to connect to the P1S, that I had to enter in my access code. But you can still send prints using Orca Slicer directly to your BambuLab 3D printer. Also make sure to also not receive any new updates surpassing 1.07. That's the latest version before the big security update is going to come. Totally fine, no problem, because the printer is not going to break down. You are going to miss out on any of the maybe added features. If your printing is running fine, being in LAN mode only, I think there will be no security breaches because you are using it in the network of your house. So you don't get overnight prints that randomly start, like 2 years ago that it happened. But you can use Orca Slicer, send your prints over to your BambuLab 3D printer. That's option number 2. And then we have option number 3. And that is the one that is most advanced, in my honest opinion, and that is changing out the circuit boards, the electronics inside of the printer. And then I'm talking only about the main board, the controller board, and some other boards where I was talking in my last video about the inside from the P1S. This is going to be a little bit complicated because we also have a AMS for multicolor printing. There are several smaller circuit boards inside of the printer and inside of the AMS, and they are going to communicate with each other. I was talking last week about it, and I'm still thinking about it. Maybe I should do it, but maybe I won't. There are some small upgrades that I still want to do, and I'm going to post those videos as well. But thinking about it, that would be a very hard challenge, and I'm investigating if it is possible to have one main board, one controller board that can connect with all the other parts of the 3D printer. Yes, there are some stepper motors, hot ends, stuff like that you can connect, but you need to change out, I believe, almost all of the connectors because they are different ones than the normal standard controller board connectors. You have smaller boards that needs to be connected with the main board, also the AMS. I bought the P1S because I wanted to do some multicolor printing, and I still want to do that. So at this moment, I'm just going to do some smaller upgrades, and then afterwards I will see what's going to happen next. The third one is going to be a very hard one. I know that maybe some other people want to do those upgrades. There are some good content creators that have a bigger knowledge about the electronics of such kind of things. Yeah, we will see, we will see. These are the 3 things that I was thinking about last couple of days, which kind of options you as a user and I as a user can choose from. I'm going for option number 2. And if you are a happy user of BambuLab 3D printer environment, you can also stay. I leave the choice to you.